Meds are, I think, one of the hardest to get. Oh! It was a on-the-ground kind. Oh, okay. Welcome back to State of Decay 2 and the Bounty Hunters. This is one of our more recent recruits, Andie, and I have equipped her to go and fight a Plague Heart. She's one of my more recent recruits, and so she's got kind of limited skills, and she hasn't even leveled up to hero yet. What is her hero bonus going to be anyway? Stacking system. Okay, they can carry more materials. Not the most important hero bonus we could get, but whatever, it's fine. So yeah, there's this one Plague Heart that I've been tolerating for a really long time down here near the airstrip. And so I'm going to send her down there to deal with that Plague Heart. I think that when this video comes out, it will be April 1st, which means technically there will be a new bounty out today, if you're watching this on the day I officially release it. But, a new bounty pack out today. But, I'm not going to be able to record a video of that same day and get it out. So it'll be the next Bounty Hunters episode where we actually do April's bounties. So this one, we're just going to be cleaning house. So we'll take care of this Plague Heart here. And then I think I might just drive around and collect as much crap out of all these Plague Hearts as I possibly can before it's time for me to be done. So first things first, let's go fight a Plague Heart. So I'm taking the big car so that I've got room to carry whatever stuff I get out of this Plague Heart. And out of all the other Plague Hearts. So yeah, I'm going to have to be clever with how I use space because there's a lot of Plague Husks on this map. My priority with this community is always to kill the Plague Hearts, usually to get bounties or to, clean up messes that I've got, bunches of infestations creeping my way. But I'm not usually that interested in getting all of the, the gear out of them because these guys are so rich. Like, I've been playing this community for so long. They already had 100 episode series. Whoa, here comes a feral. And now I'm 20 some episodes into this one. I've been playing them for a very long time, and I've been playing them at a lower difficulty than some of my other communities. So they've got tons of stuff. I got to figure out, okay, where is the way in? That's over here. So this is one of the tougher places to get a Plague Heart because you can't drive a car in here, I don't think. I guess maybe you can, but not very comfortably. Maybe a Brogan could get in here. But I don't want to drive that big SUV in here. So that means that I'm kind of stuck here without my car. Oh, I remember this Plague Heart. I think this is the one where I tried out that one. Oops, she doesn't have gunslinging. Oh, come on. I think this is where I tried out that one exploit with bloater gas, or somewhere close to this anyway. All right. Or maybe not. That placement is slightly... I think there's 2 of these buildings, actually, so maybe this is a different one. Anyway, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take down this Plague Heart, so I'm going to place a remote mine right here. And I'm not going to place multiple ones. I have been told by reliable people that if I set off multiple ones at the same time, their damage just doesn't stack with each other. They just all do the same damage over a slightly wider area. So I don't want to do that. So I'm going to put it there. I'm going to start thwacking this thing. And then whenever something makes me run away, like this guy. Okay. Nope. Don't want to deal with all these guys at the same time. Thank you. Nope. Nope. Get off. Oh. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Hold on. Stop it. Oh, shoot. Okay. Come on. All right. Hold on. Where is he? Sheesh. I keep shooting right over his head. There. Got him. Oh my gosh. See, all of my habits are built up around my characters who've got fancy skills. like gunslinging to get these headshots, or like powerhouse to insta-kill zombies from the front. And Andie's coming here without any of that stuff. Oh, hello. All right, well, let's... Another one? I brought lots of fire. Wait, was that a feral? There he is. How many ferals are in this place? Oh, luckily, he had trouble getting through the crowd. That was kind of nice. All right. Let's... Ah! Whew. One zombie left over because he's got a helmet on. Well, you didn't get the memo that you're all dying? Here, let me fill you in. I didn't even use the bomb. Yay, ammo. All right. Well, I was worried about having enough room for the stuff in this thing, but... yeah, I actually went through enough of my gear trying to kill it that, yeah, I had plenty of space. Okay, let's set off this explosion just for fun. Wait. Oh, it was somewhere else. That's right. I know what happened. I was trying to do something else, and I didn't realize which consumable I had. So I accidentally dropped a mine, or dropped a bomb instead. Okay, it just told me I got a new infestation? That doesn't seem right. Okay, where is... Oh, whoa, we got 3? Huh. Not bad for a girl with no gunslinging. Alright, let's drop some things off in here. Alright, where to next? Now, does this place actually have all that stuff? Yeah, let's go over. Let's go throw some fire at this infestation. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. Well, Andie here's a natural. Oh, there's like nowhere to go. Okay, hold on. Hey, leave my car alone. Another one. I keep hearing ferals. There are so many ferals spawned right now. Okay, that's all I really wanted to do. Was clear that infestation and then see what I could find inside it. Aw, I thought I could get it midair. Now this infestation officially had, I think, 2 bloaters in it. Okay, big guy's coming after me. So that was 1 bloater. There's probably another bloater in here. I need to be real careful. All right. I also don't want... I don't want that juggernaut to get me. So... I'm going to want to sneak around. Because this place does have meds and stuff. I mean, that can be pretty valuable, even to a rich community. Meds are, I think, one of the hardest to get. Oh! It was a on the ground kind. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was not even paying attention. I just was thinking of that like it was any dead zombie. Was not even looking at what it actually was. All right. I think the Juggernaut's lost me again. Oh, good. I could use another energy drink. But yeah, if there's meds here, that's pretty valuable. Like, you know, because you can go through a lot of meds making cure. You can go through a lot of meds making first aid kits. I'm hearing some breathing. Is it just the Juggernaut or is it something else? Motorized targets? Okay. I realize that my original goal was to clear out Plague Husks, and that is not what I'm doing in here. But I don't know, when I saw this infestation, I was like, actually, I do want that stuff. Okay, there we go, meds. And there might still also be an ammo rucksack in here someplace. There it is. Okay, so where's my car? It's way the crap over here. Oh, there's that feral that I heard. Let's see if I can get the car loaded up before he notices me. Ah. Don't look at me, Juggernaut. Don't look at me. I'm not here. Oh, right. No space. Oh, wait. No. I can make space. Let's just grab this thing and swap it. There we go. All right. Where am I headed? Oh, this is a level 3 infestation here? What? This must be mostly infestation over here. Or something. I don't know. I mean, I can't not kill these zombies, right? There's so many of them. That feral did not want to get killed by this car. He was surviving as hard as he possibly could. Dang. You'd think there was still a living plague heart around for all the hordes that I'm seeing. Alright. We've damaged this car enough. Yeah, because I'm not in the lethal zone, I keep thinking like, oh yeah, I can run over zombies with my car. I gotta think back and remember that when we first introduced the Nightmare Zone, the fragility of the cars in the Nightmare Zone was a big problem. And with the lethal zone, we turned them into, they're basically paper mache in the lethal zone here. I'm going to go all the way home and just drop everything off and start again. But yeah, they're basically paper mache in the lethal zone. But it's not like they're incredibly resilient in the Nightmare Zone either. Oh my gosh, another one. This is just Feral Town for some reason. All right. What do we got? Yep. Okay, we got to spend some ammo. And some meds. Drop that off, drop that off, drop that off, drop that off, drop that off. And we'll figure stuff out. Okay, let's have a look at our base. Now, okay, yeah. These are, in my mind, some of the more valuable bullets. And, wow, are they cheap? Why are they so cheap? Is it because of my knowledge of munitions? Maybe so. And also, it's just, I've gotten used to lethal zone prices. Okay, so how bad off are we? So we need to take it down to 65 and 35. Well, we can get down to 35 pretty fast. Making a couple of first aid kits. And then we'll just make a bunch more of 762. It's what I've got the least of as a general rule. And it's my favorite because it does so much damage. There we go. Taken care of. Then let's repair the Palato. Oh, good as new, except completely still covered in gore. And how are we doing gas-wise? I can give it a little more. Okay, and so I'll be dropping stuff off all the time, so I don't think I actually need to carry a bunch of gas in the back because my goal is to constantly be coming back to outposts and back to home. So let's drop this off. And let's figure what we actually want to carry. On our backs. Because now this has now become a scavenging session. So let's grab a little bit more of the 5.56. Let's fill out that pile of that. Though actually, yeah, I think what I'll probably do, I'll carry the 5.56 for emergencies. I'll carry the assault rifle for emergencies. But I think I'm actually going to be using this the most. And then I should bring some health. And I should bring some fire for when things get really bad. But that's it. Let's not carry anything more than those things. We've got our big old giant purple backpack. And now we are ready to go empty out some... Holy cow! Look at all this. We're ready to go back and pick up these two. All right. Well, let's see if we can do it without running afoul of too many zombies. Can hear that feral coming up on me, but not interested. Fought enough ferals today. Let's come over to this nice, peaceful place over here and raid us a Plague Heart. So what do we got? We got fuel. We got fire. Ooh, nope. Stop it. We got this. We got that. We got this. We got that. We got this. I shouldn't have brought any, like, health or anything. Let's drop that. I just realized I'm not sure why we didn't make backpacks stackable. At least in your inventory at home. Like, I understand like not letting them stack in your inventory that you're carrying around with you. But at the supply locker, it definitely feels like a missed opportunity to have ones that are like literally identical stacked with each other, because it's not like they have any what am I saying? It's not like they've got durability, you know? It's not like they can wear out. Not like one backpack can have a stat that makes it distinct from another backpack. The way that, you know, guns can have durability and different ammo levels. You know, melee weapons can have durability. None of that is true for a backpack. We should have made those stackable. And we should have made them, like, not stackable in your inventory, but, like, infinitely stackable. Or stackable to 999. Oh, come on. So when you've got, you know, your... Oh, sheesh! So when you've got your, you know, 15 army issue backpacks you've collected, you can just keep them in a nice, neat little pile together. Okay. We've got a lot of things we can search here, but this is the big one. I'm going to drop that, keep that, keep that. Don't care about that. How well will this all fit back here? Well, that will stack, and that will stack. In fact, I should probably just keep that in my inventory a lot. I'm going to be finding that in everything. Yeah, that's about as good as I'm going to do. And actually, I think there isn't another one around. So I'm going to be heading back home anyway. Like, on the way to get to this one, I got to stop by home anyway. So we'll just stop by home. Wait. I can't pass this up. It's just sitting right here in my path. I'm so cheap. I've got so many plague samples at home. But I still can't resist picking one up. All right, how many hordes are around here? Oh, there's my feral friend. Did he follow me? Not that I can see. Watch him jump up behind me. All right. We don't need... So I'm going to bring even less stuff. Because we're going to be finding stuff in the Plague Hearts anyway. I might as well have an even emptier backpack than before. But I realize it's probably a cheaper way to do that, but whatever. Fix up my character, because, yeah, my health, not that great. It's not that it's, like, particularly bad. I don't think I've got... Oh, yeah, I've got all kinds of negatives. They're not health negatives, though. She's just a morale suck, and that's it. She's mostly morale suck, and she gains wits slowly. That's about it. So, oh, but she can upgrade her cardio now and get, ooh, backpacking. Absolutely. And then shooting, assault, and weapon handling. What's wrong with you? You know what? Let's go with assault because she's been using this assault rifle to shoot at ferals. We'll improve our recoil, and she can carry more. She can carry more ammo. In fact, you know what? Since she can carry more ammo, let's go get some more ammo. Yeah, look at that, 75. In fact, let's get that up in one of our top slots. There we go, 75. Let's go get some more stuff. I always get in the back seat because that's what cool people do. All right. Get your tires going. There we are. Yes, yes. Traction. It's called traction. I should kill that feral just so it doesn't roar at me anymore. Okay, where was that plague heart? I think it was up at Jester's. Is that right? Yeah, I was up at Jester's. All right, all these zombies are going to want to bug me. Hey, guys. Got to keep the hits going back and forth so neither zombie gets a chance to attack. Really? Oh, okay. Some food. Keep that. That's all right. Take that. That. Don't care. Don't care. Yeah, so I famously do not use snacks enough. I just So I don't bother picking them up because even if I did decide today, you know what, I'm going to start using snacks all the time. I'm going to suddenly get really good about using snacks when I need them. I've built up so many snacks from me not using them in the past that I still don't need any. So I'll just leave those lying around. And I guess, while I'm here, I can't take another rucksack with me, but yeah, while I'm here, might as well grab as much stuff as I can. Let's grab that last rucksack. Anybody else? Oh, there's one over there. No, I don't need a gas can. Where do you think I'm trying to interact with this vehicle? Okay. Let's drop in the stuff I can't stack. And then let's see where else I can go. Yeah, I can go grab this stuff. Of course, I don't really have access to this from down here. There's a cliff in between these two. You can't see it on the map, but there is definitely a cliff. So I don't know, maybe I should actually head up that get off my door. Maybe I should actually head up onto the plateau, drop off this stuff, and then head down the cliff to grab those other 2 hearts. Did I just totally pass the road I was going to take? I did. Just glancing at the clock, making sure I'm not wasting too much time. This isn't a waste of time. This is a wonderful video game. What am I talking about? I mean, nobody wants to watch me do this for 2 hours straight. So I should make sure that I'm keeping up with the clock. But no, it's only been like less than half an hour. We're fine. We got lots of time to just chill and scavenge. We're gonna state of decay and chill. Is that a thing? Is that a thing people do? Inviting someone over to state of decay and chill. All right, so actually it was a bad idea to drop all these things in here because I was going to get them all out immediately. All right, so we drop that, and 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 then do we have any of the cheap stuff? Yeah, let's use the cheap stuff. And we got one more rucksack to throw in here. So, okay, so we're going to head down here and get these guys. So we'll try to find a nice safe way to go off this cliff. We'll see how that goes. Oh, a couple of episodes ago, I think I was talking about the fact that I was heading out to watch Mickey 17. And I was asking folks if they'd seen it. And, oh my gosh. What in the world? Okay. All right. That's not how you do this. Look, so the zombies can't get to me. So I guess I can just hit the stuck button. And it's going to put me somewhere. Back up the cliff? That's not where I wanted to be. Okay, let's try this again. Going down this cliff takes more time than just going around it, because I keep getting myself into massive trouble. All right. Anyway, so yeah, I saw Mickey 17 and I liked it, and I feel bad because not a lot of people went out to see it. I think that it's one of those movies where they spent a lot of money on it, and it's the kind of thing where it's like it's kind of like a weird niche movie with a weird niche audience. and I'm in that weird niche audience, and so it's for me. But there aren't enough people that it's for to justify its massive budget, unfortunately. So I don't think it did all that well. But that's kind of too bad. I mean, I can see definitely it's a weird movie, and it's not going to be for everybody. In fact, like, there were parts of it that were not very much for me. The sort of like very affected performance that Pattinson gave as Mickey was a little much for me. I was like, come on. You don't have to be doing a voice to that degree. You could, be slightly more normal, and actually the absurdity of the situation that the character's in, I think would play better to me if the character himself wasn't trying so hard to be a weird oddball character. Like him being a little bit more of an everyman would actually have, I think, in my mind, worked better. But I think part of the problem was, and actually I've heard like an interview where they were talking about this, because English is Bong Joon-ho, the director's second language, he actually has trouble determining like if somebody's doing a weird voice or not in English, because all English voices sound weird to Bong Joon-ho, and so like he couldn't be the judge of whether Robert Pattinson was doing a very weird thing. So he was doing a very weird thing, and I don't think the director could tell. And I think that's a little bit too bad, because I think the movie could, I think, have had a little bit more broad appeal if the character had been a little bit more accessible. And it wouldn't have taken that much of a difference. Like, he can still be kind of a, bit of a sad sack. And like, the thing is, like, he was such an effective character. Like, I had actually trouble believing how quickly the female lead fell for him, because he seems like a singularly unappealing man. And I'm like, I get it. People like what they like, but to me, I was like, why does she see him across a crowded room, have one conversation with him, and then want to be like with him forever? Like, have you seen this guy? Have you talked to this guy? He's not a very cool guy. So that seemed a little bit odd to me, but not enough to make me, not be into the movie. Like, I was into the movie sort of in spite of that. And actually it's kind of funny there, Mark Ruffalo also gave a very weird affected performance. I was able to tolerate his a little bit better though, because like his came off as a little bit more realistic, because he was playing a billionaire politician, and we've got so many extremely awkward, affected billionaire politicians in our world right now that, like, I couldn't dismiss it the same way. Like, with Robert Pattinson's character, Mickey, I was like, yeah, that guy seems off. Like, I don't think there's really guys like that. I don't know. But with Mark Ruffalo, so I was like, no, I'm unfortunately forced to face every day that there are guys like that, like Ruffalo is playing. But the way that I thought about the movie, what made me get into it was it kind of reminded me of Jean-Pierre Jeunet's movies. Jean-Pierre Jeunet is this French director that I really like. He did Delicatessen. He did City of Lost Children. He did Alien 4. And yeah, I think those are the most ones. Oh no, and Amélie. He did Amélie. And so if you've seen any of those movies, you probably know what I'm talking about. Like, his movies are full of these sort of weirdo, over-the-top characters who live in a world. Like, some of them, sometimes, he does these characters who actually are meant to live in a version of the real world. And sometimes he just creates a whole world for them to live in that's insane, because that's where they belong. And I got really into that guy's movies when I was younger. And so for me, watching Mickey 17 just felt like a return to that stuff that I loved in the 90s that I used to watch all the time when I was a teenager. So for me, it felt familiar, but I definitely could see how, like, somebody who didn't grow up on Jean-Pierre Jeunet movies might watch Mickey 17 and be like, what is this? But to me, it felt like going home. But yeah, but it's a really clever movie, and it's funny how they sort of they set up expectations and they keep violating those expectations. And it's even as a movie that its whole pitch is that it's doing something very weird and violating normal expectations. It still keeps violating your expectations throughout the movie, and in ways that are fun, in ways that are novel. Like, oh wow, I didn't realize they were going to go there. Oh, that's cool, that kind of thing. So I had a great time. Anyway, because I brought it up earlier, I was like, I should probably finish that thought and let you know how it went. And also, whoa. I have very little else to talk about because all I'm doing is scavenging from Plague Husks. So, I got to find something to say. Actually, speaking of watching stuff that I like, there's that new the new Daredevil series that just came to Disney Plus. I think they've got 2 or maybe 3 episodes out right now. I loved seasons 1 and 2 of Daredevil, and so, but I never actually got around to watching 3. I think that so I was watching that whole set of Netflix Marvel shows, and the first season of each of them was great. And then Defenders was all right. I think I actually liked Iron Fist more than most people did. But then I hit, I think it was it Luke Cage season 2? Is that guy's name? Sorry, now and then I'm not that great of a comic book geek, and so I lose track of characters sometimes. But I think that season 2 is just something about the writing didn't work for me, and I couldn't get all the way through it. And once I kind of failed to get all the way through one of those seasons, I felt like I couldn't watch the others until I had finished it. So because I couldn't get through that Luke Cage second season, I kind of dropped off the entire set. And then, Marvel started kind of moving on without those Netflix series and kind of left them behind a little bit. And so they weren't required watching for, the whole MCU. And so I just sort of drifted away from them. And they also did have another problem with that set was they had a tendency to be really, really, really good up to a point, and then they would kind of almost have a decent ending, but the ending would be like just shy. Like for instance, like Jessica Jones was actually one of the most like amazing shows I had ever seen. Like I couldn't believe how good it was. Like just how disturbing that villain was. I had never seen anything like that before on television. It was just incredible. But then the very last episode, when they resolve it, the resolution doesn't really come together. You're like, and then she, whatever, does the thing she does at the end. And I'm like, but how? But why? How did that work? And there wasn't enough there for me to understand it. And it made it feel like Deus Ex Machina, even though, like, I'm betting that in their heads, the writers knew why it worked, why the ending worked, but it didn't come across on the screen. And I needed to understand it because the enemy was so scary. I needed to understand what the hero was able to do to defeat the enemy. And I didn't understand it. And so the ending didn't work for me. Let's see. Okay, no room in here. Okay. So there was that problem too. So I didn't have a lot of faith that each season was eventually going to pay off for me really well, because I'd had, a couple of bad experiences with it. So I kind of dropped off the whole set. But, I also don't like to join things midstream. And so once, they brought back the same characters for Daredevil Born Again, I'm like, okay, well now I got to watch Daredevil season 3. So, so I know the whole history. Daredevil season 3 is one of the best superhero series I've ever watched. It's so good. I mean, there's this, my favorite character in it, well, I don't know. I got lots of favorite characters in it, but one of my favorites is Ray Nadeem, who's like a character that they came up with just for the show. I don't think he's got like a comics analogy. He's just himself on the show. He's just this, honest but ambitious and frustrated guy who wants to have a good career and who feels like he's like he wants to do well by his family and everything. He's got like a lot of just very normal, good motivations. And his way to excel is to get involved with trying to, basically flip Kingpin. And so, but Kingpin is this like, he is this nexus of evil where like just getting anywhere near this guy corrupts you. But Nadim is just, I don't know, he's a great character because there are a lot of shows and a lot of characters where your approach to the character will be like, oh, and then he is tempted by, what Kingpin has to offer. And we do see multiple people in the show get corrupted by Kingpin, but none of them do it just because they are, like humans are just inherently corruptible and everyone's secretly a bad person who will give in to their baser urges, or I'm going to the wrong place. Like, there are some shows where that's what it's about, and I just always find those shows frustrating and annoying. I end up just not liking the characters enough to want to follow their story because I'm like, oh, you're just a piece of garbage now. Or like, I understand why you're doing this, but I don't like you very much, and I wish you'd do something else. Oh, somebody just came in. 1 second. Somebody just had to come into this room and check some stuff out, so we're good. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, that a lot of, shows that are about, corruption and, like criminals and racketeering and stuff like that. They're all about showing how bad everyone is and how base everyone's motivations are. But in this show, that's not how it works. Like, everyone in this show really wants to be the hero of their story, and everyone has just sort of a fundamental sense of decency that they really want to. Oh gosh. Okay, I need some coffee to get out of here alive. All right, yeah. Oh, there's guys everywhere. Hold on. Ah. It's just these juggernauts, right? Because I can escape juggernauts. It's if there starts to be ferals that it gets to be a problem. Now, it's hard to get in the car with these guys following me, so let's try to lose them. We don't need to lose them that hard. Like, what I just did would not work on a feral. But with these guys, it did. All right, anyway. But yeah, the folks in, like, Daredevil Season 3, like, Nadim in particular, like, they are truly decent people who want to do well by, the people in their lives. And it actually makes the villain scarier when everyone around him is not actually just some douche who just wants to get ahead. When people have genuinely good motivations and he's able to twist those motivations or abuse those motivations to get them to do what he wants by being genuinely terrifying sometimes to these people, or by genuinely messing their lives up and putting them in danger. Like, like, when you're making a show that's just about how, like, base and debauched all the people are, the enemy is not that interesting, or the enemy is often not that scary because, like, they're playing on easy mode. Everybody around them also is terrible, and so making them do terrible things just isn't that scary. It's not that bad. Kingpin is scary because they surround him by good and decent people, and he's still able to manipulate them to his ends. And that makes me scared almost as much as, like, the purple dude from Jessica Jones. Like, he's that level of scary. But then you also, like, you really are rooting for these people. Even some of the people who end up, doing some of the worst things, there are times in their stories where you're like, oh man, I really want you to do well. I really want you to be happy. I think there is a best version of you that I would really like. Could you please be that one? All right, more ferals. Oh, gosh. Whew, okay. Is that it? That's why I brought the assault rifle. It was for things like that. So anyway, if it's on Disney Plus now. It was originally the Netflix Daredevil, but now it's on Disney Plus. But yeah, if you've got Disney Plus, Daredevil, I don't even know if Daredevil Born Again's any good. It probably is. I don't know. I've heard good things about it. But Daredevil season 3 is definitely worth watching. Of course, I'm not done with it yet. I think I'm on episode 11 of 13. Maybe this one's going to flub the ending too. You never know, right? But either way, even if they do flub the ending, like, the experience I've had with it so far is still really good, and it's been worth my time. All right. Yeah, let's use that. All right, we can grab some more. All right, we have cleared out a lot of plague hearts. Well, I just realized next time I go to an outpost, I should probably get some repairs for this vehicle. This vehicle, not doing well. All right. I think I vaguely remember this heart fight. I don't remember. I did something weird here. I don't remember what it was. Oh, was this the one that I just tried to take down as quickly as humanly possible? I think it was. Yeah, I think this was the one where I had... Wah! I had my character with the Masterwork assault rifle. Just emptying half the magazine into it, and the plague heart went down. Of course, it wasn't a vanilla Masterwork assault rifle. I think that I had... Oh, yay, meds. I think that it had... like a network break on it or something. I just realized this thing is searchable. I gotta search as many things as I can because this character does not gain wits easily. Okay. Oh, get off. Oh, you want a door? Fine. Oh, there you go. There you go. All right. So... I'm going the wrong way to get back to a... Actually, well, I've still got some room. So I guess I'll head further down and we'll get more plague hearts. Yeah, more plague hearts. We're coming up on like 50 minutes now. So now it's been a little while. I talked about television for a long time, didn't I? That's what you come here for, my hot takes about movies and TV. So, let's see here. What other games am I going to be playing soon? So, right now, the game that I'm sort of playing... So, I always have to have a game on deck when I'm working. Because, at least when I'm working at home, because, like, there are some things that you do as a game developer that just take time. Like, this isn't... No, this is a base up here. This is not where I'm going to be scavenging. Okay, never mind. Like, for instance, sometimes you make a change, but then something has to be built before you can test it. Or you have to start, a complicated part of the game in the editor. And, the editor is sort of... It's running a very slow version of the game, and it takes a while for it to load up. Or you have to, somebody else made a change, and you have to have their changes in order to do your job. And so you have to sync, and they have to update and get all of their changes first. And there's so many just, like, operations that you do working on a video game that take a bunch of time, that it really helps me to have a game going on the side so that like I can just turn to the right where I've got my Xbox and just play a game while I'm waiting for all of this time-consuming stuff. And let's see. I'm just going to drop all the things I don't need. So the game that I've been doing that with has been Avowed, and I know that like when I made a video of me enjoying Avowed, like I got a bunch of people who just, I don't know, they came into my chat to like attack me for liking Avowed, which I don't get. I mean, I like a game you don't like, whatever, you know, it's doesn't seem like it should be that big a deal. But I'm still enjoying it. I mean, you know, it's not in the same category for me as like Cyberpunk 2077. Like when I play Cyberpunk, I make sure I'm not distracted by anything else because like I really, you know, I want to get really immersed in that world and in that story. With Avowed, I'm less so, you know, like I'm having fun. Like the world is fun to jump around in. The fights are fun to get into. I like sort of just, you know, kind of going around and, I need to make a little switch to get room for that. I like to just go around and see what kind of trouble I can get into, what side content I can find. It's good for that kind of thing. And so I've been enjoying it on those grounds. But it's not, you know, it's not in the same zone in my mind as a Cyberpunk or as something like, say, I don't know, The Last of Us or something where I'm like, I have to be in the right mood to play this because I have to get super, super immersed. But that's good. Like I need games like Avowed in my life where it's like I don't feel like I have to get super immersed in order to have the fun I'm going to have with it. Because so much of the gaming that I do is like in these little between corner times, you know, when I'm doing something else but I can't do it right this second. And so I need a game that I can play for 15 minutes, you know, while I'm waiting for something to finish. It's been sort of perfect for fitting into that slot in my life. But other games that I've downloaded this game called Nights in Tight Spaces, which I haven't played yet. It's just released, and it is a sequel. I guess you call it a sequel to Fights in Tight Spaces. And Fights in Tight Spaces is it's basically Into the Breach, but you're a person in a fist fight, and so it's still got the same like moving people around, manipulating them. I think it might have a deck building element to it too. I don't remember, but it's got, you know, it's just sort of this like very simple, small grid, you and overwhelming odds. But each turn, like, you know a lot about what the enemy's going to do, and so you can manipulate them to your advantage. And it was a really fun game. So Nights in Tight Spaces is the same thing, but it seems like it's got like, you know, medieval weaponry involved. And that's all I remember about it. I think I saw like a trailer or something like, ooh, it's Fights in Tight Spaces, but medieval stuff. I'm there. And they didn't have to sell me very hard on it. So at some point, I'll probably make a video of that game. In fact, I would not be surprised if that video came out before this one, because I just realized that, of course, I'm making this video way in advance. And that one I will probably release closer to the time when I actually make it. So maybe if you watch my channel all the time, you've already seen that video. I don't know. Okay, can I get a bunch of stuff into my backpack before I'm attacked by a juggernaut? Yes, I can. Whee! Hello, sir. Haha. Mr. Juggernaut, yes, cannot get in here. However, these guys can. No! Ah, you big butt. Okay, anyway. Let's drop off all this stuff. Use this. Oh, no. Nope, stop it. Stop it. Okay, I guess I'll use the other one as well. Who's this? All right. At least these guys are making a routine supply drop-off exciting. All right. Well, I don't want to take him to the car. Oh, look, all of his friends. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let's break sight lines, crouch down. Go somewhere new. Oh, he's going to see me again. Dang it. Yeah. All right. And now he's on the other side of a wall so I can get in my car and get out of here. Wait, what? Oh, we got a curveball that's like taking away one of my outposts. Okay. Okay. We are almost done with this scavenging raid. But like it's been almost an hour. I need to wrap this up. So we got a lot of those big white plague husks off the map. But I think what I need to do is, should I drive all the way home? Home is just way over on the other side of the map. I can't hang out at that one outpost. Actually, well, I guess on the way home I can do this. Let's just grab one more plague heart's worth of stuff. Take it home and be done. I think we spent the entire in-game day out here. Oh, what the heck? There's way more of you than I thought. Hold on. Okay, anyway. Oh, come on. I hit the Y button when you were still down, didn't I? I don't know. Oh, no. Oh, another fuel rucksack. Well, good, because we lost a fuel income to this curveball. Drop off all this stuff. Use that. And actually, wait. Pack. No, don't get in the car. Don't get in the car. Don't get in the car. Okay. I want to drop that in the car. That's what I wanted to do the whole time. Gas can. Gas can. Mission box. Ooh, materials. Right, and fuel. All right. Wait a minute. Did I... There's like a mission tag on this. Why? What mission do I have? I don't have a mission that says it wants materials. I have no idea why there's an icon on the materials. I mean, maybe one of those missions is just like it secretly wants materials. All right, we're good. Let's head home, which is hard to get to by any direct means. I guess I'll turn right up ahead. Nope, this is not how you go. Don't do this. So I guess since we're talking about television today, I'm wondering how many of you have seen Pantheon, because that one's on Netflix, and I've just started rewatching it with my daughter. So I watched season 1, Loved season 1. Season 2 just came out, and I started watching it, and then I realized I think Calliope would love this. And so I started rewatching season 1 with Calliope. And she's really liking it too. It's got broad appeal. But the thing is, I don't want to tell you anything about it because basically it starts as a small family drama. And that's like when you go to Netflix and you highlight the show and you see sort of like the clip of the show that advertises it to you, it looks like a small family drama because that is where it starts. And it gets so much bigger and more sci-fi than that. But I just don't want to tell you how or why because I was surprised by it. Like when I watched it, I thought I was going to be watching some little, like mostly a family drama with a little bit of some sort of either paranormal or minor science fiction element to it. I was expecting something more along the lines of like, I don't know, maybe slightly Black Mirror-y, but even like more grounded than that was sort of what I was imagining. But instead it got so big. It got so like, it turned into big idea science fiction. And so I'm telling you that much because if you're the kind of person like me who like likes big idea science fiction and might watch the sort of promo stuff for Pantheon and go, this looks like it's kind of small, looks like it's kind of mundane, maybe it's not for me. It definitely gets unmundane by the end. And I thought it was pretty cool. So I'm only partway into season 2, so I don't know how season 2 goes, but friends have told me that it also that season 2 also like kicks it up a notch. So I can't wait to see where that goes. But yeah, that's another good one. This is the television episode, I guess. I don't know. Movies and I guess I started with Mickey 17, which is a film. It's a film. Oh my gosh, what the heck? Sorry. Anybody else? Is that it? Look how exhausted Andie is. Wait. Whoa. Oh, come on. All right. Like, I heard that feral coming, but I had the dialogue box up, and I, for a moment, could not figure out how to close dialogue boxes. It's not that hard. Those only have one button. But I couldn't do it because there was a feral coming. Yeah. So, okay, so last thing I need to do. We have got way too much of several resources. We got too much meds. We got too much fuel. We got too much ammo. So let's make some explosives. So we can't make this because we don't have knowledge of electronics. I need to get somebody who can do electronics. We can make this or this out of our fuel. Actually, let's make some thermite grenades. That uses both. Thermite grenades. Oh, there they went. Oh, we're out of chemicals. I didn't realize we were even close to being out of chemicals. Fascinating. I need to go looking for chemicals, I guess. Also, yeah, we've got... I was going to check to see how much gas we have. We've got so much gas. Okay, how are we doing? We still have the same amount of everything. That barely made a difference. So, all right. I kind of wasted a first aid kit, so we can make some first aid kits to get our med situation under control. And, I mean, that's not actually helping with anything, so why am I doing that? Oh, I also need to do this. Yeah, I guess I'll make some Molotovs. I guess I'll make some pipe bombs. I guess I'll make some more bullets. And actually, I could probably use more of these. A little bit more of those. Okay, now how are we doing? Still have too much fuel. Okay, fine. Fine, we'll make some gas cans. There. We have correct amounts of everything. Nothing will be wasted. What a success. All right. All right, let's be done. Let's get out of here. Thank you for hanging out with me. This has been, I had a lot of work to do today, and I got it all done. I've only got a couple of documents to write this week. I got all of my other tasks done, so that's good, because today is Thursday, tomorrow's Friday, so yeah, I need to write 2 documents on Friday. That's a good... I'm on top of my stuff. And so I just needed, but it took a lot of work to get here, so I just needed a break. So I appreciate you all hanging out with me while I took that break. And we'll go. There's a subscribe button. And here's some links to other videos. And when we come back to actually do the April bounties, that's going to go there. So I'll see you then.